It's not every day that a person's dreams and their goals actually intersect with their reality in life. You know, we come to college and we create these lofty dreams and goals for ourselves, but we oftentimes, deter from them and come up with different ones and change our minds on a lot of things. But this weekend was a reality check for me. It was a time where I was able to see my dream and see my goal and say, you know what, I want to do that. It all started this summer. I received an internship in Chicago, Illinois, a city I had never been to. They always said I would receive some great experience and that in the end, it would truly pay off. But there was always that question in my head, like, how rewarding could this really be? So I stayed there the entire summer, working in the digital strategies department, creating videos, editing footage, doing research, all that good stuff. There was a certain part where I was ready to kind of give up, honestly, because it wasn't really what I wanted to do. But the good part about it was I was able to kind of float and go to different parts of the company and see actually what it takes to plan a presidential campaign. That was the beginning of it all. There I was, Derek Butler, from Dallas, Texas, senior at Clark Atlanta University, rubbing shoulders with some of the best campaign staffers this country has ever seen. Politicians that have been known for doing some of the best work ever in the country. It was a dream come true. The summer ended. I came on back to Clark Atlanta. I was determined and had a fresh motivation that, you know what, I could do it too. I just knew that if I graduated, stuck to the plan, that I could be in the same shoes that a lot of them were. So here we are, November 2012. It's time for Election Day. Election Day passed. President Obama, my boss, the person that I worked for, won the election again. 4 more years of him in Washington, D.C., creating change for us all over the country. The inauguration was coming up in January, and I always say, I want to go and experience this because I wasn't able to the prior year. So I get an email, and it said, you are invited to partake in some of the most exclusive events of the inauguration. Balls, White House luncheon, a tour of all of these places that I could only dream about going. This was the rewards that they were talking about. Being able to go to Washington, D.C. and see my dream and see my goal actually happen. May not be me, but somewhere down the line, it could be a possibility. Me and my mom packed up the car and we drove 10 hours to Washington, D.C. First day we got there, we toured around the National Mall, saw all the monuments and statues of all these great politicians who changed the face of our country. One of the most awesome ones was the newest Martin Luther King Jr. monument. It was pretty weird. It's like you walked in there and you almost felt like the spirit of greatness or something. It was pretty cool. Then after that, we drove all the way to our hotel in Baltimore, and the rest of that weekend was just an awesome time to just share with my mom and a few other friends who came to DC for my school. Now the highlight of this entire trip was the actual inauguration ceremony. To to actually see President Obama take the oath of office was just phenomenal. And to see my cousin Beyonce sing the national anthem. She really sang the song. She did not lip sync, I promise you that. But anyway, then we went to the inaugural ball after that. It was freezing cold, but we had an awesome time. Stevie Wonder, John Legend, Jennifer Hudson, Jamie Foxx, all these people performing live. Like, it was pretty cool. Then the next day was the most amazing day of the trip. Like, it was the cherry on top. We stood in this long line to get into the White House. We were there for a tour and just to kind of have a kickback, if you will, with some of the Chicago and other staffers across the country. So as we're walking around the White House, just taking in this awesome place, one of the Secret Service agents said, guys, there's a special event that's about to take place in the next room. If you guys would like to be a part, go over there. So we went over there. We were able to meet the President of the United States, Barack Obama, and his wife, Michelle. I honestly could not believe that this was about to happen. As I turned the corner and I kind of glimpsed into the other room, I could see his face. And it was almost like one of those moments like, oh my God, is that like really him? So as we kept going up in the line, we finally got to shake his hand and Michelle's hand. They were very cool. It's almost like I kind of knew them already. It was pretty cool. He asked me what my name was, where I worked. I told him that I worked at the Chicago headquarters, the intern. He just congratulated me on a job well done, and pretty much gave me well wishes for the next chapter of my life, moving to New Orleans for Teach for America. And then I talked to Michelle and told her I had already met her before, and she talked to my mom. They talked for a minute, but honestly, it was an awesome experience. Now, that's kind of what happened, but honestly, I was shaking like crazy. I was so nervous. I mean, how many people can honestly say that they have met the person that they look up to, that they respect, that they want to be like one day? It was so crazy, but I am so thankful that I had that opportunity to meet President Obama and his wife in the White House. It's pretty cool. But anyway, it all started when I took that leap of faith and moved to Chicago and took that internship with no pay in a city that I didn't know anybody. So it was an awesome experience, and hopefully these pictures and videos you'll be able to kind of see everything that I did while I was there in Washington, D.C. But anyway, that's the update for the day. Holla.